open meeting, so the public is invited to meet with us. You have a copy of the agenda in front of you. So at this time, the chair will entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
So moved.
It's properly moved and second that the agenda be approved. Let me say, go back and say that we do have a quorum present. Okay? Are there any additions, corrections, deletions to the agenda?
Change that date to April the 26th. Today's the 26th.
Okay? We're noting the change. That today's date is April 26th. Any other changes to the agenda? Hearing none, all those in favor of the agenda with the date change to April 26th, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, signify by saying no. Okay, motion carries. Thank you. Public comments, we have no public present. Anything from that you have received or that have been in your office?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I did share with the executive director that I did receive one text and about could an individual, a candidate, he's passing out palm cards to school staff, and he wanted to know if he could send donuts with the palm cards to the school staff. So I have asked the executive director, we don't think it's a problem, that he will have to report it as a financial expense. However, we're going to double check that and make sure that it is correct, that is correct. Okay. Any other comments or from the board, either one of the board members? Okay, hearing none, we have a copy of the minutes from April 19th, 2022. At this time, the chair will entertain a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Properly moved and second that the minutes be approved. Are there any corrections to these minutes? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, signify by saying no. Motion carries. Let me add that last meeting, which was last week, I want to note that the reason one of our members was absent was because he has a new baby. So I called him or texted him and I sent the information to the executive director. Carson is her name for Brian Way. So what we will do is welcome her and congratulate him. Congratulate him and his wife. Okay. Number 4, approval of chief judge and judge replacements.
Okay. We have
Always excited.
3 replacements that need y'all's approval for today. We have 1 precinct that we need a Democratic judge in, and that is at Central Boone, which is at Trinity Worship Center. So if we could get some help with finding a chief judge for Trinity Worship Center, we would greatly appreciate it. That's the last, knock on wood, the last judge or chief judges that needs replacing.
What was that precinct?
Central Boone is Trinity. And Judy Hand Campbell is the chief judge there, and she's always been so good at finding replacements, but she said she's having a hard time
Wow.
finding somebody that is willing to serve as a judge, you know.
Yeah.
So, if y'all can find us, help, you know, with some names, we'd be happy to call them, see if they'd be willing to do that.
Okay.
It is getting better, we have.
And you said you're looking for a deputy, you said.
It has to be a Democrat,
Okay.
at Central Boone, that's 03C,
Okay,
and that's Trinity Worship Center on South Church Street.
yeah. That's what I'm saying,
I
I
know.
would think
Uh-huh.
that wouldn't be difficult for
Yes.
for that particular area. Okay, so, other than that, other than finding that chief judge, these are our replacements. We have 3.
That's right, from last week to this week.
Okay.
How many did we approve last week?
Oh, it was a pretty good
It was
sheet.
Okay.
sheet.
Okay, that was my main question was,
Yeah.
She
you
had
must have gotten a lot done last time
Right.
with 3 is all you need, except 1. Very good.
Yeah.
It was 2 pages worth.
Yeah, last month it was, last week, we had a couple of pages. It was looking a lot better.
Yes.
And now even better.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Motion to approve the, chief judge and judge replacements as presented by, the executive director.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Properly moved in second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposers signify by saying no. Motion carries and we have signed the form. Okay. Approval of absentee ballot applications.
Okay, before I show y'all the list, I just want to go over, we received a numbered memo, 2022-01, which was revised from 2022, the first memo from March 15th. They revised it effective April 25th. And it's concerning the numbers that were listed. When we would show y'all the list, it would have the CID number or the MIL number. These have, have instructed us to, these are not public record. Because that is basically identifying, if you have that number, you can identify the ballot and the person, which is, should not, that's against the law. So with the numbers associated with the identity of a voter, we have to redact it. So that's why you have these black, squares or rectangles on this list today, which should be from this point forward. Everything else is on there, and hopefully they're going to send us a way that we can run this report and just eliminate that without having to do this. But that is, we had 19 since last week come back with all the correct signatures for your approval today. And I did
So
print
there were none that,
none that she had to spoil and send back. We have had to do only one of those. I did print off a list. Currently, we've issued 320. That's military, overseas, and civilian. And we have received back 44, okay, as of today.
Okay. Any questions, for the executive director, about the absentee ballot, application and the change on what we will be receiving? Motion to approve the absentee, ballot applications.
So moved.
Second.
Probably moved in second, that the absentee ballot applications submitted by the executive director will be approved. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, signify by saying no. Motion carries. And we will sign the absentee ballot application submitted. Okay, for board discussion. Consideration for approval of a $25 commitment bonus for precinct workers to work the November 8th, 2022 election.
We would just, with the trouble we've had getting workers this election, we would just like to maybe send this letter out to, on election day, give it to the chief judge to give it to the workers, and it's just that, it's thanking them for serving in May, and it just says, in an effort to plan ahead and secure precinct officials for the upcoming general election, we are offering a commitment bonus to precinct officials serving today who would commit to work on November the 8th. If you sign the commitment statement below and work on election day, November 8th, 2022, you will be paid an additional $25 in your November election check. And then the agreement's just stating that they, their name commits to work on November the 8th, and they understand that by signing this, they're agreeing to work November the 8th as a precinct official and qualify for the $25. If they fail to serve as a precinct official on November the 8th, they will not receive the $25. So it's only for the ones working in May that sign, a commitment stating that they would be willing to commit to work in November. And we understand things come up. Everybody that signs this probably, I'm sure something will come up. It's not like we're offering them $1,000, to work, but we were hoping, that maybe this would help keep some of our better workers.
Yeah.
So we're just asking for y'all's approval to send this letter.
And the budget,
It's in that we have enough in the budget, yes.
and in the budget is also a slight pay increase, right?
That's correct,
So-
it is. It's $5 more.
Yeah.
For the judges. I think it just $5 and $1 more per hour for the assistants.
Okay.
I guess just a question, is 25 enough? I mean, is
I-
that,
Well, that's really about,
Yeah.
we would have to
sure, because
go
that,
before probably the commissioners and
Oh,
increase the
absolutely.
budget,
how many employees would this theoretically apply to?
Let's see.
Just how much overall is it?
I had those figures.
That's okay.
And on what
I
the-
trust that this is this is the right number.
It's a little, can kind of do it here. I can't even find the calculator on that one. I'll do it.
50% would be about 200 people.
It's probably around $8,000 or $9,000.
Assuming they all come back.
Yes, that's assuming they all come back. Well, we don't have that many working this time, so it really won't be quite that much. But I would say probably at least 8.
I move to adopt the approval of $25 commitment for bonuses, $25 commitments bonus for precinct workers for the November 8th election.
Second.
Okay. For clarification, this is only for those who are working now.
Now.
And who will be working
Again in November.
again in November.
Correct.
Okay,
The new ones wouldn't,
would not get that. Okay. Okay, that clarifies that for me. It's been properly moved and second. Any other questions or comments or discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor of the motion, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, signify by saying no. Motion carries.
Thank you. Like I said, I wish it was more, but, you know, we have to, I mean, they work hard, the ones.
Yeah, and then by November, with the weather getting, it'd be harder to get more workers. Well, if they don't change, we don't have to do any changes, probably not. We'll hope that this date remains firm.
Yes, and that one usually, I don't think, they don't
Yeah.
change the November election, so hopefully we'll be good with this one.
Correct. Okay, we're down to other business.
I have no other business.
Early voting starts on
Oh,
Thursday.
early voting does start on Thursday. Did y'all notice the sign across the street?
Uh-huh.
Oh, go look out the window.
Yay, signage.
Yes.
That's the first time I'd seen that.
Can you see it?
Yes,
Okay.
that's an effective sign.
Yeah, and then we're also gonna put some, signs, they won't be that big.
Yeah.
Up near people on each side, you know, of the road.
Yeah.
and down.
Oh,
So
good.
we'll have signs.
Yeah,
up
claiming
there.
you didn't know is not really gonna work.
And
Okay.
then folks hear
Claiming you
signs,
didn't know about the
once they
change.
turn on those streets.
Are there some signs that are notable?
It's bigger than the entrance.
We're gonna put signs out at the road,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
we hope to have that little flappy flag,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
out near
Mhm.
out at the road and so. I only had one, well, the Elements News called this morning, wanted to know probably what in Mebane, and I told him that, I said, well, actually, this is the first midterm primary that we've had more than one site.
Yes, yes.
So he understood, he said, oh, okay, you know, so I said, we'll be in Mebane in November.
Right, because we usually have just one site.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but yes, it's going, we've set up, Graham yesterday, they're finishing setting up Coronado today,
Okay.
and, so, and tomorrow we'll just do the last minute touches and ready for Thursday morning.
That's great.
Sounds good, yes. Now we just need people to come out and vote. Yes, take it seriously.
Mhm.
And do that. Okay, any business from you? Any other business?
No,
from
ma'am?
you?
No, ma'am?
No,
Any other business from you? Okay, we're getting, I will say that, people are saying they're getting good information off of the, Facebook page, and I am so glad because it keeps people from having, it was a good idea, so they are finding good information, which is good.
And
yeah,
again, if y'all think of something y'all would like
Yeah.
Judson to put on there.
I'm always looking for ideas.
Yeah.
But when they call you, you refer them to the page. They are finding. I put yay! They are finding information, so that is very helpful. Good.
He's done a good job with it.
We'll put a donut up there.
That's right. That's right, yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Dorothy, I'll get in touch with the state this afternoon. Hopefully
Okay.
they'll get it back in touch with me. But if
Okay.
they don't, as soon as I hear from them, I'll
Okay.
just text you
That'd be
the
fine. Just
information.
send me yeah.
So since you're gonna be tied up.
Yeah.
I'll text you.
Just send me a text. I appreciate
Okay.
that. Okay, if there is no other business to come before us, we will entertain a motion to adjourn.
make a motion to adjourn.
And our next meeting is next Tuesday at 2:00.
2:00.
Okay, now motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
We are adjourned. Thank you.
Just a FYI too, we just got a thing.